Cable 8 Sports presents Foxborough High School girls basketball. Tonight, it's a clash of Hockomock League arch rivals, the 1-1 Mansfield Hornets, visiting the host Warriors at 1-0. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Farinella, bringing you the play-by-play with Kate Hill alongside. And Kate, we've got the band back together again. The last time we called a game together, it was at the Songa Center of Lowell, as the Warriors defeated Drake by 20 points to win the State Division II championships. Good to be back with you there, kid.
Good to be back with you as well, Mark. I'm excited for tonight.
We're going to hear the starting lineups in just a second, as the Hornets will be first to be announced. Number 11 is Kira Fitzpatrick. She's a senior guard. Number 12 is Kara Santos. She is the Hornets' best returning player, 5'11" senior forward, and a great soccer player as well. Number 15 is Caitlin Troilo. She's been the breakthrough player for the Hornets so far this season, a sophomore guard. Number 24, Ella Palanza, 5'9" junior. She can play guard or forward. And number 33 is Frankie Spagna. She's a junior forward. And now your Foxborough Warriors. Starting right off the bat, Kaylee Sullivan, the 5'8" junior guard with 810 career points. Aaron Foley, number 13, a senior and the heart of this defensive effort. Izzy Chamberlain back after missing the first game. She had some knee soreness. Good to have her back. Ava Hill. She's got a big role to play this year for at least for the first month of the season. And of course, Cam Collins, 799 career points, headed to Rider University. And now, to honor America, let's hear the national anthem. Coaching the Hornets in her fourth year, Heather McPherson. She is 40-31 for her career so far. Played 3 seasons in the backcourt for the Hornets back in the day and was a longtime assistant to former coach Mike Redding. And, of course, for the Warriors in her 13th season, Lisa Downs, 206-64 is her record. She is, of course, a 3-time State Division II champion as a head coach. And this year she has been honored twice as Coach of the Year by both the MIAA and the Massachusetts Basketball Coaches Association. Not so bad. Some nice hardware there for Lisa for the new display case that her husband built for her, apparently.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Okay, about ready to start this game here. Of course, the Hornets come in 1-1. They lost to Medway in the opener, then they defeated Attleboro on Tuesday night. The Warriors come in here with a big win over Milford. And we're ready to go. Collins wins the tap. It goes to Foley on the right-hand side of the court. Now out to Sullivan. Sullivan was deadly in the early going in that Milford game. Collins will take the drive into the basket, throws it over the basket, and the rebound is by the Hornets. That's Troilo, Caitlin Troilo, and she gets bumped to the floor, and that'll be a foul on Collins right off the bat. We'll talk about some rule changes when it comes down to fouls in a few minutes, but be a couple of interesting changes in the game. From what I've seen so far, in this very early part of the season, it really doesn't affect things that much. But it is different. It's like the women's college basketball game or the WNBA as well. Okay, Fitzpatrick will inbound for the Hornets. Fitzpatrick looking for somebody. Very well covered. Finally gets it into Spagna. Gets it out to Cara Santos. Troilo will take over up top. She's a sophomore. She's a good one. Had 13 points against Medway in her opener. Shot by Palanza, no good. Tries to crash the boards, but Cam Collins comes down with it. Collins starts the break. Quick pass up ahead to Hill, then gives it off to Sullivan. Sullivan will go to the basket, just throws it up at the basket. Izzy Chamberlain tries to get the rebound, but it comes down to Troilo. Troilo on the break. Underneath to Fitzpatrick, wasn't expecting the pass. And it goes out of bounds, but it will be Mansfield ball.
Foxborough has to do a little bit better job rebounding. You know, we don't have Addie Reuter out there, but Izzy, Ava, and Cam are on the job.
Early shot selection's been a little hurried too, I think. All right, the inbounds pass goes to Santos. It was blocked. Warriors come away with it. Collins with the pull-up, in and out, and the rebound again by Troilo. Hornets are getting the board so far in this game, but that ball will skip away, and that will be, oh, they're calling it off Foxborough.
Like that little double team by Foley and Hill.
Yep. Ava is out there because, as you mentioned, Addie Reuter had off-season knee surgery. She'll be back probably in another 3 or 4 weeks. But in the meantime, Ava's going to do her job out there. We know that. I saw her in Summer League a lot, and I thought that she'd really progressed a lot. All right, up with the ball is Foley for Mansfield. They spin it around the perimeter. Troilo will take the three from the top of the key, no good. Rebound will come down to Palanza. Palanza on the right side will take the baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound comes down to Sullivan. Tries to pass it up ahead, does, but it's stolen away. As the second pass is being bounced back and forth on the top of the court, and it's going to go out of bounds. Saved by Spagna, goes to Troilo underneath, no, and it will come back out now to Sullivan on the right side as she brings it up the court. Gives it to Collins. Collins with the shot, it's good, three-pointer. And those are the first points of the game.
Even after all that scrambling,
Don't
Collins
expect
sets
that.
up for the three and nails it.
Yeah, I don't expect that, though, for it would take it 2 minutes for a point to be scored in this game. Santos was trapped along the sideline. Pass got knocked out of bounds. It will be Foxborough ball.
And then we have that nice classic Foxborough trap there at the top of the half court there, disrupting that Foxborough ball.
All right, Sullivan will bring it across the court. Sullivan, as I said, 8'10". Collins now over 800, and she gets that pass and scores. Then Collins now has all 5 of the Warriors' points. That brings it to 8:04 exactly. And we have a foul. And that foul is on,
Chamberlain.
let's see.
Isabel Chamberlain.
It is on Izzy. Okay, I was waiting to see it. I did see it. And the Hornets have it. From the corner, no good. Underneath, though, Troilo puts it up again, and she's fouled.
Foxborough with their third team foul. I think Isabel Chamberlain with their second.
Let's look at Cam Collins with that nice, good 2 feet pointing at the basket, 3-point shot. Caitlin Troilo at the line for the Hornets. Gets the first, and the Hornets are on the board.
We got Cam Collins fed by Kaylee on the left. She's perfect.
Troilo dips and shoots and gets it. 5-2. And Adriana Perazzo will come into the game for the Warriors. Perazzo has it on the left elbow, gives it out to Collins up top. Collins to Foley. Sullivan looks, she'll drive in, takes the shorter range 2 and gets it. Her first basket of the night. 7-2 Warriors. Steal by Collins. Collins will go straight into the basket, puts it up and in. Collins getting off to a better start than she did in the Milford game. Warriors have settled down in the last couple of minutes too.
They're close to a 10-second.
Troilo does get across. Foley gives it back to Troilo. Foley again will go to the basket. And she's fouled underneath. And the foul's on Ava Hill. That's her first. That is the 4th team foul on the Warriors, am I correct?
Yes.
So on the next shot, Mansfield will be shooting 2 no matter what. You notice they just have eliminated 1 and 1 altogether. First shot by Sophia Foley is no good.
Here we go, Cam. She's got the ball in the middle, all alone. She goes righty. Nice job, Cam.
Foley, one of the talented sophomores on this team. Freshman, rather. She is a freshman forward. Parazzo's shot, no good. Rebounded by Santos. Santos quickly surrounded. She'll try to get it out of there. And again, the Warriors showing some pressure, but Palanza gets it through there, almost with a carry.
Yeah. Good D, Foxborough.
Yeah. Spagna loses the ball out of bounds. Hornets still don't have a basket, but they're only trailing 4-3 here. So yes, we know. So what you have nowadays, you have 4 fouls that are basically common fouls. Unless it's a shooting foul, you don't shoot. But on the 5th foul in each quarter, you get 2 shots. Then it all gets wiped clean at the end of the quarter. So the team fouls go back to 0 every quarter. That is the big rule change. You see that in the WNBA. It's in effect for both boys and girls in the MIA and throughout the National Federation of High Schools. Sullivan on the outside will penetrate a little bit, tries to dump it off to Hill, and she is fouled on the way in. Nice pass, nice look, and Hill will go to the foul line. The foul is on Palanza, and that is her first, and I believe that's the first team foul against the Hornets. Ava Hill, well known to the person next to me, gets the first.
Yeah, her and Ella Palanza teammates AAU a couple years back, and here Ava goes. She gets a pass from Kaylee, goes up nice and strong.
Doesn't look like a lot of a foul there, though. I don't know, but she does get both foul shots.
Very good.
And the Warriors are up.
And a steal by Hill.
11-3 rather. The Warriors have the ball again. The 3 by Foley off the back rim, no good. And rebounded by Collins. Back out to Foley again for another 3 try. She's going to get those again soon, I know. All right, rebounded this time by Foley. Foley on the break. Gives it off to...
And that's a great call. Nice travel.
Sadie Jablonski, but she traveled on the way in.
She is a freshman, but nice job out on the break, but couldn't get the handle on it.
So right now you got a couple of contributing freshmen out there for the Hornets, and that's the future of the team. But I actually think they have a chance to do fairly well in the Davenport this year. Warriors at the perimeter, the outside shot by Sullivan, no good. Rebounded by Jablonski. And the Hornets will try to get it up across. Palanza takes charge. Palanza stops at the foul line, gives it off to Foley. Foley will make the swooping lay-in and gets it. And that is the first basket by the Hornets. And it's a 6-point game. Stop and pop by Sullivan, that's good. No 3s from her yet, but she's getting the shorter shots right now. Tie up on the baseline, on the sideline rather, and it'll be Mansfield ball.
I think they're trying to take that perimeter away from her, seeing her with 6 threes the other night, 24 points. That would be a good opportunity, something you'd look at, I would think. All right, Santos almost runs into 3 players, but that means somebody's open, and the Hornets basically find it. There's Foley, no, rebounded underneath. The shot by Palanza is good on the rebound. Hornets battling back a little bit here. Outside shot, no good. Rebound tipped by Collins, but it goes into the hands of Troilo. Quick pass up ahead to Foley. Underneath, no, it goes under the rim. And a whistle. And that will be Foxboro ball, goes out of bounds. So we have a sub, Keegan McGuire, number 23, checks in for Ava Hill. And Sullivan is out, and Alasia Drummond, freshman, number 5, checks in. Alasia
Drummond's very impressive, not just in the opener against Milford, but I saw her in Summer League too, and she definitely opened my eyes. whistle.
And a travel.
Travel. We do get blocked by this one gentleman here on our on our side of the court. Okay. Santos. I don't know if I'd be having her bring the ball up. She is a good athlete, a solid athlete, but she's also trappable. And as you can see, that happened right there. Foul underneath as Collins goes to the basket. And the foul is on Caitlin Troilo. That's her first. Second on the Hornets. Cam Collins will go to the line. She already has 7 points in this contest. As I said, committed to Rider University. First one is perfect. Seriously, Kate, the most consistent player I saw last year in all of basketball that I covered. She had a 17-point average. And we have a lane violation there? I believe we do. So that shot is wiped off the books. Mansfield will have the ball. Yep, her average was 17, and that's basically what she got in every game practically. A couple of times a little higher, a couple of times only a little bit lower. Rarely off of that number, off that mark. Let's go back out to Santos. Santos gives it off to Foley. Foley makes the quick cut in. Layup doesn't go. Rebound comes out to Troilo. Gives it off to Santos for the three. No good. Rebound fought for, and we may have a foul. And the foul is... And the foul's on Foley. The official here on the end line.
So it's over the back, and, you know, Foxborough doing a lot of jumping around on
the
defense.
Official on the end line really has an attitude about it, too. I mean, he was not happy about this. So this is a two-shot foul situation now. Should be.
It should be.
That's
You're
the
right.
fifth foul. Fifth foul. That should be shooting. Well. Yep, and so Ella Palanza will go to the foul line. I think even the officials have to get used to the new rules.
Yeah.
So Palanza will have two. First one is good. 1:15 left here in this opening quarter. And Mansfield's hanging in. The Warriors, though, the pedigree is there. The second shot misses. Drummond races after it and manages to bounce it off of a Mansfield player as she grabs it. So it will be Foxborough ball. Nice athletic play by the freshman. And she will bring the ball up. Collins has it. Collins at the just around the foul line, makes a move in, gets it back out. Perazzo with the shot, and nothing but net, and hardly even that. Perfect. 14-8. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be inbounded by Foley. Sophia Foley gives it off to Kara Santos. Santos gets it back out to Caitlin Troilo. Troilo will talk the penetration. She will be fouled on the way to the basket. And that foul is on Perazzo. First on her, and that's the sixth on the team, but it doesn't matter how many you have after five nowadays. Troilo's first shot is off the front of the rim, no good.
So Cam getting in traffic, finds Perazzo out on the left three, wide open.
What a perfect shot that was, huh? Troilo, second one misses too. And it will go out of bounds, and it will be Mansfield ball. Last touch by a Warrior. Troilo will inbound. Gets it out to Santos. Santos tries to make a little spin move, doesn't, takes it back out to Troilo. Troilo has it. She's getting wrapped up, and that'll be a jump, and on the alternating possession, Foxborough will have it.
Good D by Keegan McGuire getting a hand in there.
Warriors have it on the left side. Perazzo looks inside, intended for Foley, taken away by Santos. Santos goes to the basket, tries to split a couple of Warriors, and gets called for a travel. Good defense, got back for that. So the Warriors have it with 20.2 seconds left in this quarter. As Drummonds brings it across. Looks to Collins. Collins with 12 seconds. Collins takes it out. 8 seconds. Takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Mansfield. And the whistle blows. 1.4 seconds left. That rebound pulled down by Sadie Jablonski. Hornets will have the ball. Santos will throw it up. Hits the glass, but doesn't hit anything else. So at the end of one quarter here at Foxborough High School, it is the Foxborough Warriors leading the Mansfield Hornets 17-8. Kate, not the sharpest quarter in the world, but definitely, you can see what Foxborough's strengths came to bear on that.
They're settling in on offense. I think they're going to be okay, but rebounding has to be better. The defense, I see a lot of people leaving their feet when passes are being made over the head. They got to stop that, Foxborough. They need to stay composed, and they had too many fouls. 5 fouls. They broke the rule there. They got someone to the line for the 2 shots. They have to understand it's not 1-and-1 anymore. It's 2 shots, and that gives the person 2 tries to get more points. So they need to be more mature. I saw some things that Lisa, I'm sure, is talking to them about right now.
Absolutely. And Cam Collins led the way for the Warriors in that first period with 8 points. Kaylee Sullivan had 4, Adriana Perazzo had 3, and Ava Hill had 2. For the Hornets, Ella Palanza had 3, Sophia Foley had 3, and Caitlin Troilo had 2. I can see one of the things the Warriors want to do is they want to deny Santos a path to the basket. She is usually almost impossible to stop inside the paint. And, when you're looking at her, you say, well, she's kind of a big girl. But you know what? She's very athletic. She's extremely athletic out there and played soccer at a very high level. So you can't think that you're just going to stop her. She'll get by you, and she might put you on the floor in the process, too.
Mm-hmm. She's very strong.
She is a very strong athlete. Cam Collins at the foul line. Takes the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. And that's Kelsey O'Connor with that rebound, but gives it off to Caitlin Troilo, and she'll bring it across. There was such a thing as time of possession in this game. I think the Hornets would have more of it. Troilo looks inside to O'Connor. O'Connor will go up, puts it off the glass and in. Her first basket of the game. Sullivan back up the court, gives it off to Perazzo. No, I'm sorry, that is that was it Perazzo, yes. Sorry about that. Shot misses the mark, rebound tie up underneath, and it'll be Mansfield's ball in the alternating possessions. Drummonds will come back in, and Perazzo goes out. Still wish they'd get darker numbers on these uniforms.
It's going to be a couple of years before we do that.
I would imagine. They were new last year, right? Or was it the year before?
Yeah, last
Close
year.
to it, yeah. All right, underneath, stolen. No, it bounced back out to Palanza, but Collins with the rebound. Foley on the break. Foley puts it up and in. And well defended, but she still got it up there and hit it off the glass where you want to. Palanza goes to the basket and off the glass for her. I'm glad to see these kids using the glass. Very important. That's what that little square is there for. Collins, 3 from Foley, no good. Goes out of bounds, Mansfield ball. 6:21 left in the first half. And the Warriors lead the Hornets 19-12. Troilo, no, that's Foley rather on the break. Gives it to Palanza, tries to put the left-hander up, and she's fouled.
So I'm not sure if Foxborough realizes she is a lefty, and she will take that drive. She's got those long arms, long legs, and she can finish.
Fouls on Cam Collins, that's her second. First of the second quarter. Palanza off the back rim, no good for the first. Yeah, you're right. You know, a lot of people may not notice that she's a lefty. Now, of course, she'd gone by the basket, was trying to push it back, and she misses both free throws, so Foxborough catches a break on that one. Aaron Foley now on the break. Gives it to Collins. We're looking back to Foley. Goes through a couple of sets of legs, and it will be Foxborough ball.
Beaver Hill chicken in for Alicia Drummond.
Foley will inbound it to Sullivan. Sullivan on the other side of the stripe now crosses. Gives it to Collins on the far sideline. Look to pass in, stolen by Sophia Foley. Foley will be bumped. That was a Foley moment. Sophia Foley fouled by Aaron Foley. And that's Aaron's second against Foxborough. And you're right, Kate, there's too many fouls being committed by the Warriors early on. Just the Hornets haven't taken full advantage yet. Sophia Foley at the foul line. Misses the first.
So substitute Kylie Sampson checking in for Cam Collins.
And Foley with a chance to get the first point of the quarter for the Hornets here. And does. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the third point of the quarter for the Hornets. Forgot Palanza's, rather Kelsey O'Connor's layup earlier. All right, Sullivan, closely guarded by Troilo. Gets the ball back. Will throw up the kind of a little desperation three for early in the clock. Palanza goes into the lane. Euro step and shot, and good.
She came to play.
Well, Palanza now with 7 points in the game. And it's a 4-point game here. Foxborough leads 19-15. Troilo playing some good defense on Sullivan, disrupting her opportunity to get a shot off. Aaron Foley has it now. Foley will take it into the lane, has it slapped away. Sullivan picks it up, puts it up, and off the rim. No good. Rebound, fought for. Palanza comes down with it. Hornets are playing hard right now. Not saying the Warriors aren't, but. And that'll go off of the knee of Spagna. Out of bounds. It'll be Foxborough ball. I think the Warriors are rushing a few shots up. And Mansfield's not letting them get a second shot opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, maybe take advantage of this 35-second shot clock that we have going on.
Well, that's not really part of Foxborough's DNA, though, but they might have to adapt a little bit in a game like this because they're not making that first shot. Izzy Chamberlain has it. Gives it off to Ava Hill for the three. That's off the back rim. No good. Palanza with another rebound. Palanza for a guard gets an awful lot of rebounds, but she's tall. And we have no foul there. Just knocked out of bounds, I believe. Yes. Palanza will come out for a break. Troilo will inbound with Aaron Foley on her. Tries to get in and does to Santos. Santos will take it across the timeline. Sophia Foley has it. Foley still has it. Takes it around, tries to go into Santos. Santos will bull her way to the basket. No foul called on the drive. She gets her own rebound off the miss. The ball is on the floor, tied up. Nice job.
Foxborough ball.
Nice job by Kylie Sampson to tie that one up. And it will be, as you said, Foxborough's ball.
That must not have felt good by Izzy Chamberlain, trying to go for that charge. Excellent try, though. She had quite a bit of them, in the last two games last year.
Yep. Okay, Cam Collins will bring it across for the Warriors. At the foul line, takes it into the paint, pull-up shot, and that's her shot. She really does love that one. And that gets the Warriors off the schneid a little bit there. 21-15 with 3:38 left here in the first half. Foxborough trying to press a little bit. Behind the back dribble almost, and it is taken away. Good job by Foley, taken away from Sophie Klang. The pass to Collins underneath, but she's fouled on the layup try.
And way to advance the ball up the court quickly like that on that steal. That's how you play.
Foul is on number 33. That's Frankie Spagna. Lisa wants an intentional foul on that one, but I don't think she's going to get it. Collins gets the first.
So here we are in the paint. Beautiful spin. Excellent.
Collins at the foul line for another one. And misses that one. Rebound popped around here. Fought for. Sophie Klang comes away with it for Mansfield. But double teamed. Ava Hill steals it away. Collins has it. Warriors go around. Now the three-pointer by Foley, no good. Another rebound. This time a foul called. And I think are they calling that on Ava? They are calling it on Ava Hill, I believe. Second foul on Ava Hill. And I believe that is the third foul against the Warriors in the quarter. 3:02 left. Or 3:08, I'm sorry. Still got to look through those bars to see the clock. Or I should just look at our screen here. Okay, Santos has the ball. Closely covered by Izzy Chamberlain. Manages to get it through, but loses the dribble, and that comes down to Foxborough. Ava Hill quickly up to Collins. Collins will bring it back outside the three-point circle. Hill will take the shot, and swish.
Good shot by Hill.
That is a terrific shot, and then she did that a lot towards the end of last season, too. We hope to see more of that. Warriors up by 10, and a travel.
Nice way to force a turnover for Foxborough. I'm not entirely sure why Santos has the ball. I mean, the ball should be in Polanza's hand.
All right, Drummonds will have it now off the inbound pass from Foley. Drummonds gives it off to Collins. Collins on the right side, tries to take it in, passes off underneath to Chamberlain, no good. Hornets have the rebound, here they come. Polanza tries to pass, Collins gets in its way, steals it. Collins takes it up, stops, pops, and good. And a timeout called by Heather McPherson.
Cam Collins is 1-on-4.
As the Warriors have increased their lead to 27-15 with 2:12 left here in the second quarter. And Collins is having a good night. She is definitely, and she's taking smart shots now too. I like the fact that this pass came out. Look at Ava, perfectly set for it. Absolutely, they're not even hitting the twines.
And Cam, good hands as usual. She's got Drummond breaking on the left, and she was 1-on-4 for that jump shot.
But she knows to take that pull-up because that's one of the best shots in her repertoire. It really is.
She's put that work in over the years. Just elevated her game.
13 points for her so far, I believe. Yep, 13.
With that free throw that was taken away, 13.
Yes. Of course, the Hornets did have a 1,000-point scorer last year, and I saw her do it. Abby Wager, who is now playing at Southern New Hampshire and already making a contribution up there. Been a long time since the Hornets had a female 1,000-point scorer, and it was good to see it happen. Not since the 1990s when Sue Patchett did it last. All right, Drummonds has the ball out top now. Gives it off to Collins on the right side. Collins will go baseline, passes it back out again. Ball is being passed around and into the hands of Drummonds, who goes for a layup, no good. Rebound, but to the floor. Kira Fitzpatrick got her hands to it, but kind of lost her footing, so she had to cover it up, but it will be Hornet ball on the alternating possession. 1:45 left in this second quarter. Ella Polanza has the ball. Behind the back dribble, Collins on her. Polanza, jumper from the foul line is good. Polanza's having a good night. 27-17, and I think they called a foul on
On Chamberlain, illegal screen.
And that's her third on the illegal screen. That's the fourth team foul of the quarter. So the Hornets will have it. Foxborough showing pressure. Again, they get it up to Santos. She gets it across, but then she immediately met double team. Troilo gets it away and comes back to the top of the key. Troilo to the left side, layup goes in and scores and is fouled. Caitlin Troilo, sophomore, doing the job for the Hornets. And that is the fifth team foul on Foxborough, and I did not see who it was.
I believe it's on Hill.
They haven't put it up on, yes it is. It is the third foul on Ava Hill. So Caitlin Troilo will go to the foul line to shoot one. And gets it. And the Hornets have cut the deficit back down to 7 points. 27-20 here with 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Sullivan to Collins for three. No, misses the basket altogether, rebounded by Troilo. Troilo brings it up. Bumped by Foley, gets the ball back. Palanza has it, left side, gives it off to Fitzpatrick. And inside to Santos, and that's a basket.
That's her first
and
two
her
of the
first
game.
of the game. And it's now a 5-point game. Hornets showing some life. Sullivan takes it out, back to look for instructions, gets them, goes underneath, back door, to Collins for two. That's a great play. 25 seconds left, the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be Foxborough ball again. 29-22 with 24 seconds left.
We have a sub, Bryn Allen, checking in for Ava Hill, freshman, and Foxborough
and she
that
saw
turnover.
a lot of playing time against Milford. All right, Collins has it. Three-point attempt. Up and in.
She's having a game.
Wow. Nice job by Collins on that. 32-22. Foxborough restores the 10-point lead. Palanza gives it off to Santos underneath. Lisa thought it was a travel. I don't know. And that one misses at the buzzer. And Kane got nice and competitive there at the end, but after a half, it is Foxborough 32 and Mansfield 24. So, Kate, what did you see towards the end of that, the end of the second quarter, as things got pretty exciting there for a couple minutes?
I see Cam Collins stepping up as a senior, getting her team, in this, 8-point lead here. The defense still with too many fouls, even though creating so many turnovers from Mansfield. We cleaned it up a little bit, but we still are very uneven compared to Mansfield with the one team foul in that last quarter. Santos bringing the ball up. She's getting pestered. I think that our goal is to tire her out. I'm still not quite understanding why she's bringing the ball up. And somebody's going to step up and guard Palanza. Palanza's having an excellent half. She has 11 points in the half, junior lefty. And including her teammates, Caitlin Troilo, the sophomore, she's been to the line a few times. And, we do have an equal amount of players on each team contributing. But it looks like Kaylee Sullivan is being completely heavily guarded, taken out of the game. And she's going to come back in the second half. And that's the danger between Cam and Kaylee, is that you have one of them that's going to be on in a particular half, the other one's off, and then they're going to switch. So that's why it makes us so hard to, take care of that duo there.
Well, let's see what Cam Collins has been doing out there. She has 18 points already in this game, and that's a very good example of why she does right there. She just, the great backdoor pass on that one, and she just says, hey, I got the three, why not?
Yeah,
they're not going to defend me, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I got some scoring totals. I think we might have seen one differently. We'll see what happens here. For the Hornets, I've got Kelsey O'Connor with 2, Kara Santos with 4, Caitlin Troilo with 5, Ella Palanza I have with 9, and Sophia Foley with 4. And that gives them 24. The Warriors, Cam Collins with 18. Kaylee Sullivan with 4, and that's the best she's been covered so far in quite a while, not just this very short season so far. Erin Foley has 2, Adriana Perazzo has 3, and Ava Hill has 5, and that is 32 for the Warriors. So, so far so good for the Warriors, but they're being challenged a little bit tonight, and I think that's going to happen a little bit early in the season too. I mean, especially without Addie Reuter out there, you can always count on her for that 12 to 16 foot turnaround jumper that she's so good at. And I think that without that, they have to find the offense a little differently here and there. Now you've got people who are very, very good at it, but you've got someone like Kaylee Sullivan who's being covered as closely as I've seen her covered in a while. And can they sustain it for the whole game? I don't know. But right now it's working, and that's why this game is only an 8-point game at this point.
Right, and like you said a couple weeks ago to me, you said we have a target on our back.
Absolutely.
And who wouldn't want to pick us off?
Nobody out there is going to be surprised by the Warriors this year. And I don't think anybody was last year anyway, but nobody could do anything about it. This year, I don't think that I still think it's going to be good. By the way, both of these teams have been pushed down a division this year. Of course, Foxborough now playing Division 3 in the tournament. Mansfield comes down from Division 1 to Division 2. So, I was thinking at first when we first heard that Mansfield was coming down, everybody said, "Oh God, we'd be in the same division with Foxborough." And then then everybody found out that Foxborough's going down too. So a little bit of a relief, I guess, for some of them. So I think everybody's going to want to take a quick little break, but we'll come back shortly.
Sounds good.
And we'll have more basketball for you. Again, halftime score, Foxborough 32, Mansfield 24. Join us in a few minutes. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Foxborough High School Gymnasium, where the Foxborough girls lead Mansfield 32-24 at halftime, and what's become a pretty competitive game in there in the last few minutes of the first half. I'm Mark Farinella. Kate Hill's alongside, and all the folks from Foxboro Cable Access are participating in tonight's telecast, and we are happy to be bringing it to you out there. By the way, Kate, I just want to mention my next game with you or with whoever here in Foxborough will be on the 12th of February against Canton. I wish I could do more, but I'm so busy. Of course, that'll be senior night, so we'll be right near towards the end of the season at that point. But I'm always open for suggestion. If anybody, if say something gets rescheduled, I'll go. Cam Collins is going to go right under the basket. She'll put it up off the glass, put in and out. Ella Palanza gets the rebound as we start second half play. And breaking down the court, and for the lay-in is Caitlin Troilo, and she now has 7 points in the game, and the Hornets get first blood in this, but not for long as Cam Collins throws that one in from long range. That was a 3, right? 21 for her so far.
I think it was a 2.
Was it? It might have been, yep, you're right. I think it was a 2, yep. So it must have been right on the line then. Okay, up on the forecourt for the Hornets is Troilo. Erin Foley looking at her from a little bit of a distance. Then she dishes it off to Palanza. Palanza back to Troilo. Troilo will take the 3 off the middle of the rim there. Rebounded by Izzy Chamberlain. Here comes Kaylee Sullivan with the ball. Sullivan takes a feint. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Izzy. Comes back out to Sullivan. Izzy has it. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan looking, she's still heavily covered. Very good job by the Hornets on the perimeter on her. Sullivan has it back. Kira Fitzpatrick on her. Puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Sullivan comes away with it. Sullivan put up the 3 uncontested at that time, although she had to get it off quickly.
I think she means business this quarter.
I think so too. She has 7 points in the game now. Foxborough up 37-26. Frankie Spagna stops, gives it back to Caitlin Troilo. Hornets in their green uniforms, white numbers, a little bit of black trim involved. Troilo with the swooping lay-in and gets it. She went the long way around. Now has 9 points in the game. And it's still in single digits here, so it's pretty impressive so far. Nice effort by the Hornets, but the Warriors That was Sullivan on the layup, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Troilo gets it back out. Frankie Spagna throws it off of Cam Collins. Hornets recover. Another one goes off. This one will be taken in the backcourt here by Ella Palanza. She'll take it to the right side, gives it off to Kira Fitzpatrick. Palanza to Frankie Spagna. 2-point attempt, no good. Not too far off, but not in there. And Cam Collins will come away with the ball. Collins, pull-up jumper. She didn't get it that time. That's one of the few times. Palanza with the rebound. Very fast pace to start off this third quarter, rather. Palanza with the left-handed jumper at the foul line, no. Slap back out. Sullivan will have it on the break. Fitzpatrick got back on defense, but it wasn't good enough, and Sullivan scores on the layup. 9 points for her. Troilo runs into trouble at the half-court stripe, and is timeout called by Heather McPherson, and wisely so, because Collins had almost ripped that ball away. 4:45 left in the third quarter.
I feel like Mansfield is doing a box and one. Kaylee is being face guarded, I believe, by Troilo, and the rest are kind of hanging back in a zone. So, Kaylee's either going to listen to her coach, if Lisa's recognizing that, and then they're switching back to a man-to-man.
By the way, I will be doing the February 2nd game for the Warriors.
Oh, that's my birthday. I'm going to have to get that day off,
too. Well, that's going to be in Mansfield, though.
Right, okay.
But you can come and sit with Alex and me if you want to. My friend Alex Salaki will be doing the call, but we've got room for a third microphone. So if you want to show up, feel free.
I don't know, boys.
That's at the Albertini Gym, so that will be. All right, let's look at Kaylee here on the break. And it will be coming up, and there it is. Here's Kaylee, and you can see her get into focus, and look at that. Just enough to get ahead and be sure of the layup, because you don't want to have a breakaway that far out in front of everybody and not get it.
I liked Erin Foley's little tip there. That was a heads-up play. I like that.
Yep. By the way, did you know this is the Hornets? The Warriors have a winning streak of 21 straight games. 19 entering the game at Drake last year. Of course, they won that one, and they won their first one. So 21 is a nice long streak. That's a full season for a lot of folks.
It is.
All right. Hornets will have the ball. Ella Palanza will inbound it. Has to go. It's tipped away, and it is covered by Ava Hill. Ava will go to the basket, and she puts it in, and she's tripped and fouled, and she'll go to the foul line as well. Nice play by Ava Hill. Foul is on Caitlin Troilo. That's her second. First on the Hornets.
I think Lisa's having some words. She's concerned about safety here and some possibly intentional fouls. Well,
she's been waving that flag a little bit so far in this game. Hasn't gotten the officials' attention on it yet. Ava Hill with the free throw. She now has 8 points in this game. And a steal that gives it off. Foley,
that's
Sullivan twice. Sullivan gets the first one, gets her own rebound, and gets it in again. Nice steal by Ava to start it off, though, as the Warriors are definitely paying a little bit more attention to the inbound passes. And another steal by Collins. She's on the line. They missed it.
Amazing.
And it gets the pass to Sullivan. That one shouldn't have gone because she was on the line when she passed it, but still, nobody from Foxborough is complaining. Another steal by the Warriors. Sullivan has it. Sullivan takes it around. Izzy Chamberlain gives it off to Sullivan for the three. Straight on, no good. Rebounded by Collins. Collins, and we'll take it back out. Sullivan will back off a little bit. Takes it back into Chamberlain. Gets it back to Sullivan for the three. No, off the rim. And the rebound is going to go out of bounds off Foxborough. It'll be Mansfield ball.
You can see Cara Santos settled down, guys. Settled down. We still have more basketball to play.
Well, she's not the only one that said it because Heather McPherson called a timeout and wants to get her Hornets over there to get them settled down in the inbounds passes. Look at how underneath the basket Ava reacts really great to this one. It's there. It's mine.
Feeds her teammate Kaylee. And Kaylee with the nice rebound as well and a putback.
Yeah, you got to get that second one.
Mm-hmm.
46-28 as Foxborough has opened up a nice little lead here.
I'm assuming the boys' game is probably wild right now.
I would think so. They'll probably have a pretty good crowd. The one thing I'm kind of sad, though, this one's got some people in the crowd, and that's good. But, hey, folks, this is a state championship team. Come and support them. Please do.
Amen.
They deserve it. They deserve it. Warriors' next game will be at Franklin. And that'll be a good test for them early. That's on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And the Hornets will be playing North Attleboro under new coach Ashley Kappa, and that will be at North Attleboro. And so that game is on Wednesday as well.
I'm excited for Ashley. I think she played for North Attleboro, so it's going to be good for her.
Hornets will inbound on this near sideline. Troilo looks to throw, throws long to Sophia Foley. Foley will go right to the lane. Pass is a little hurried, gets it to Palanza. Palanza will take it into the paint, takes it out, gets it back to Troilo up top. Over to Foley on the right side. Santos has it out top. Back to Palanza. Hornets being kind of deliberate now. In pass inside to Santos, and she's too surrounded. 3 Warriors around her. Takes it out to the 3-point circle. Being put up by underneath, and the 30-second clock goes off. Palanza had to get the shot off. It missed.
There is a foul by the lead ref.
And the foul is on Cam Collins.
Yes, that is her
Number
third.
3 on her. And Lisa does not believe that one. By the way, she's got a new suit on tonight. She looks good. I'm still wondering if the kids are going to buy her that feathered one. All right. Yeah. Let's see what happened here underneath.
There's the clock, and there goes 0. So it was before. Good call.
All right. Sadie Jablonski underneath misses the first, gets for the free throws, misses the first. Hornets have not had a good night at the foul line. Otherwise, this would be a much closer game. Jablonski bends and shoots. And again, puts it hard off, but Santos gets the rebound, gets it back out to Sophia Foley. To Palanza. To Troilo. Troilo at the top of the key. Tries to take it to the right side. Gets it back into the lane to Foley. Now to Santos. Santos is tripped. And that might be the 4th foul on Collins, I think. It is. It is the 4th foul on Cam Collins.
Santos is so strong. She got me nervous when she went down. I mean, I know she's got that K-tape on her knee. But she is.
Is that what they call that stuff?
I think it's kinetic tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is all stuff that they didn't use back in 1971.
I'll teach you a few things.
All right. Kara Santos dips and shoots. The first one bounces off that back of that rim. Let's see what happened underneath there. Yep. Collins is there, but comes down with the hand. That's what it is. The arm came down on her as she moved to the basket. All right. Second shot. The Hornets have got to get better at the foul line. Puts that one up, and that one was good. So it is 46-29, 2:48 left in this fast-moving third quarter. Sullivan takes it up, stops at the foul line, takes it back out. Perazzo's on the right wing right now. Sampson gave it back to her, and she went to the basket. Sullivan scores.
Nice pass from Reese Hassman on the.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Reese Hassman. You're right.
On the left elbow, and Kaylee with the 3-on-1. Nice little floater off the glass.
Got to make sure I know the numbers. Can't tell the players without a scorecard as Troilo goes underneath. Can't get the layout, and will have a foul. While she was going up, no. So that is on Sadie Jablonski of Mansfield, I believe.
Yes.
And that will be the second team foul against the Hornets. Both teams have 2 team fouls in this third quarter. Sullivan takes it over gives it off to Perazzo. Perazzo looking still. Now gives it off to Ava Hill for the stop and pop. No good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Sullivan, left side of the court. Back to the elbow, out to Hill, now back to Sullivan. 26 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time. Hassman goes down, but she's going to get fouled.
And she did.
They'll call that a trip.
Yeah, she had a good lane there. She was taking it right.
And the foul.
Kaylee Sullivan with that handoff pass from Reese Hassman. Righty floater off the glass. Great job.
And I think that foul is going to be on Jablonski again. That's her second foul, personal foul, and 3 team fouls now for the Hornets as they are down by 19 points here with 1:41 left. Foxborough with a great surge earlier in the quarter when they started attacking the Hornets on the inbounds passes underneath the basket. 11 points by Sullivan in the period. You know, there are 14,000-point scorers now for the Foxborough Warriors, and it's my understanding they split the banners up. They have 2 now.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, I wanted to mention something quickly. One of the people on that banner, Holly Grinnell, her dad passed this past week ago Monday, and so I just wanted to offer my condolences to her family and from the whole Foxborough basketball community, I'm sure. Aaron Foley on the drive goes in and out, rebounded underneath by Sophia Foley. So another Foley production there. And a foul. And that foul will be on Sullivan as she tried to steal the ball. That is only her first foul of the game, but that's 3 now on Foxborough. But not too much time left in the quarter. See, I don't think that's changed the game all that much, the shooting rule. It does have a little bit of an effect, I think, when you're trying to kill the clock or having fouls to kill late in the game. But I haven't seen enough of it yet to really figure that out. Troilo has it to the left elbow. Santos cutting across. She's well covered, so she gets it out to Palanza. Palanza takes the straight on 3, no good. Rebounded underneath by Foley, puts it back up, no good. Rebound fought for. Hill loses it to Troilo underneath. That was Jablonski, and she's fouled.
By Hill.
And that will be Ava's 4th foul and the 4th team foul. So a little foul trouble here for the Warriors, but awful lot of ground that the Hornets would have to make up as Sadie Jablonski goes to the foul line.
I mean, this is no excuse for that hack foul that Ava just did, but I think she was upset she didn't get the call previously. That's why. And she's still in volleyball mode.
Why is it that parents are always tougher on their kids?
Because our parents were tough on us. That's why. We can't help it.
Oh, right, Jablonski misses 2. That one, I thought that caught rim, but they'll call it out of bounds to Foxborough anyway. But Hornets have really got to go to work on the foul shooting during practice. It is 48-29 inside the last minute of the third quarter as Kaylee Sullivan has it at the top of the key. Gives it to Ava Hill. Aaron Foley was cutting across the lane, and people are on the floor, and a whistle. And the foul is on Reese Hassman, I believe, number 20, which I don't know where it was, to be honest. And that's 5. That should be 5, so it's a shooting foul. So let's see what happened here. Yeah, a little bit of a, they're both going for the ball, though. They wouldn't call that in a boys' game.
No, probably not.
At the foul line for the Hornets is Frankie Spagna. She misses the first. I can tell you what Heather McPherson's thinking right now. Lots of foul shooting drills. Frankie Spagna bends and shoots. This one will not fall in. Rebounded off of the hands of Cara Santos, and it'll be Foxborough ball with 46 seconds left in the quarter. 48-29 lead. Warriors wait a second, and then Sullivan picks it up, starts the clock, gives it off to Perazzo on the right side, looking to get to Hill at the middle, and then back out to Sullivan. Sullivan will take it around, loses the ball on the dribble. Troilo, 2-on-1. She'll put the ball up and in, though. Caitlin Troilo with the basket. I'm telling you, that kid's pretty good. Ball goes out of bounds. 20.3 seconds left, 48-31. Foxborough in the lead.
And you could see in Reese's face she was ready. She was ready to line up for that jump shot, and one thing at a time.
Mansfield will have the ball out, coming into bounds. Bringing it up is Cara Santos. Santos to the right side. She's going to go baseline. She's going to put it up off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound. No good again. Another foul underneath. And that foul is on Ava Hill, and that's Ava's night. So Ava fouls out with 8 points tonight. And the Foxborough Warriors will be a little shorter. Here comes Keegan McGuire in. But they've got a nice cushion of 17 points right now. And Cara Santos at the line for 2 shots. With 10.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Puts the first one off the rim again. They've missed 7 of 8 in this quarter, so 8 of 9 rather. 8 of 9 so far in the quarter.
I think we see this though a lot in the beginning of the season. Then later they're tighten that up.
Got that one. 48-32. Sullivan brings it across. 8 seconds left. 7. Puts the left-handed baby hook up. No good. Rebound by Spagna. And that will be it for the third quarter. Foxborough still in a comfortable lead here of 16 points. 48-32 over the Mansfield Hornets as we get ready for the last 8 minutes of this game. Kate, great start to the quarter. It kind of slowed down a little bit, but that was once Mansfield realized they had to be a little sharper about getting the ball in bounds from after a shot or something, because they were just being attacked relentlessly by the Warriors.
Right, their signature, trapping, their full court pressure that we usually do, and we disrupt a lot of teams, trying to get it over half. The other thing is, I don't know if I like this new rule or not. I'm going to go with no, because I really don't like change anyways. It's like a nursing thing. So that being said, I'm going to go with no, I don't like it. We'll have to ask the refs afterwards if they like it.
Yeah, I don't think it has a huge effect on the game. There's another rule change this year, too. They've limited the number of places where you can inbound the ball. And I could take me too long to explain it. It's just that they've got spots on the court now where if the ball goes out, you go to fewer spots. It just doesn't go to that spot anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So, but it's the thing I like about basketball is it's growing and changing. The thing I was a little amazed about is that they put this into effect here, and this is the NFHS, the National Federation that's doing this. They put it in effect for both boys and girls. Now, very similar to the edict that came down last year where we went to 35 seconds instead of 30. They don't play this in the men's college game. Now, maybe that's in the future for the men's college game. I don't know. We'll see. But in the women's college game in the WNBA, this is what you play. Santos with the shot underneath. The block attempt afterwards, I think that was Drummond's.
No, I believe that's on Sully.
It is on Sullivan. You're right. It is on Sullivan. And that will be her second foul and the first of the quarter.
And I'm lazy. I don't like to erase my book again.
I use erasable ink, too. You're using a pencil, I know.
But the fouls, I don't like to erase them. It's strange.
We got to get one of the new books. They've got the new books over there now. Cara Santos makes the first shot. Of course, that is a normal 2-shot foul from being on the shot attempt. Of course, the Warriors in their white uniforms, blue trim, yellow numbers. Both shots by Cara Santos. She has 8 points in the game. Whoa, Santos
she had her foot down.
That was Cam Collins did have her foot down on that, so yes, she did. And the Warriors come away with the ball still. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I thought she might have been on for an up and down, but no, she had that foot planted there. Sullivan takes it into the middle. 22 seconds on the shot clock here. Gives it off to Drummonds. Drummonds will take it around to the right side, looking to get it back out to Sullivan. Sullivan has it. Drummonds. She finds a lane to get to it, throws the basketball up, no good. Rebound comes down to Sophia Foley. Hornets have it. Here comes Caitlin Troilo. Troilo goes right, gives it off to, no, there's Troilo. Polanza has it. Polanza has it, and the lay-in no good by Santos. Rebounded by the Warriors. Foley gets it quickly up to Collins. Collins with the stop and pop. It's good. And it's only her second basket of the second half. She has 22 now. Move by Caitlin Troilo to the basket. She has 13. The Hornets have a good point guard in the making.
Yeah, I like what I see by her. She's a strong player.
Foley gives it off to Chamberlain, gets it back out to Sullivan. Sullivan with the three. Dude just bounces away. Santos was falling down as she rebounded. They're going to call a travel on her. I thought she got the pass off, but the official standing right there did not feel that way. So,
and a good job by Alasia trying to sneak in for that weak side rebound. That was excellent.
Foxborough will have the ball to the left of the basket as they're looking at the court. Cam Collins will inbound. Gets it out to Izzy Chamberlain. Back to Collins. Collins move and in. Nice little, kind of a little fake move. Gets the jumper with the defense already gone. Collins now will get two quick baskets here in the fourth quarter. And a steal. Collins gets it up ahead to Sullivan for two. Off the steal. Boy, those two kids are going to be hard to stop all year long. Sophia Foley for three. Hornets strike back. Still a long way to go, though. Foxborough 54, Mansfield 39. We have 5.5 minutes left here in the game. Sullivan gets it to Drummonds. Drummonds inside to Collins. Back to Drummond. She'll take the three. Off the rim. Bouncing rebound goes out to Sullivan. Sullivan will go baseline. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound will go off of Sophia Foley. No, it goes off of a Warrior, I guess. I guess Foley didn't touch it. I thought she did.
So you're going to see a lot of differences coming up in the season, I think. Cam will be down on the post a couple times. That wasn't a mistake down there.
Mm-hmm.
So she can elevate, and she is strong to make a good post move. Maybe it's temporary, though.
Caitlin Troilo will inbound the ball for the Hornets. But it's stolen by Cam Collins. She'll go right to the basket, get the little pull-up jumper. That one doesn't go. Rebound fought for. Came down to Perazzo. The shot by Sullivan, no good. Ball still in Foxborough's hands. Drummonds with the three-point shot, no good. And this time Mansfield gets the rebound.
Ooh.
And that is Polanza with the high dribble. Didn't get called for the carry, but she's in trouble. She needs to get some help. She will get it across pretty close to the timeline there. And it's going to be slapped away by Perazzo. Perazzo, that's the ball is going to go rolling all the way out. It will be Foxborough's ball.
Good pressure by Adriana Perazzo.
Perazzo did a good job on that. She never stopped defending. Let's watch Cam Collins do her thing. Quick pass up to Sullivan. You can't go wrong. Look at that. So easy.
Working well together.
That they do. I think you're going to have a couple of ceremonies this year.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sullivan gets it back out to Collins. Collins tries to move in, loses her footing a little bit, but recovers, gets it to Drummond. Sullivan to Collins and loses it on the baseline. Mansfield ball. 4:16 left. Warriors are up by 15. At least they've been tested a little bit tonight, and that's something they need, especially in this little transitional period here as they await the return of Addie Reuter. Oh, Collins. I mean, that was and we're going to call it. They're going to have a foul here as Santos drove to the basket. Lisa is not happy with that call.
That should have been an offensive taken by Isabel Chamberlain. Here we go. Her left foot might have been just moving a little bit from my angle. It looked pretty good.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is number 5 on Izzy. They have 5 on the board. Let's see.
I got her for 4. Maybe I missed
I
one.
had her for 4 too, so I'm wondering about that. Well, Izzy's coming off. I didn't think that. So now we're going to test the timeout call by Lisa Downs. Very interesting. I didn't see the other foul there for Izzy, so we'll have to trust the home book on that one. But now the Warriors are down 2 starters with Ava and Izzy both having fouled out. So we'll see Keegan McGuire out there still, I'm sure. And who else would we get out there for somebody? I suppose you can move Kylie Sampson up a little bit. Maybe you can do something with Adriana. I don't know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go with more guards than usual.
Yeah, and just
I
pressure.
mean, after all, they are up by 15 points, too, and only 4 minutes left. So it's always good to be seeing a Foxborough game, though, I got to admit. I'm going to keep a close eye on you guys for the rest of the season. Whatever's on Foxboro Cable Access, I will watch. And like I said, if there's a weather-related postponement or something like that, I'll be down here. I'll be banging on the door.
And we will welcome you because we might have some people that, can't make it or whatever.
As you know, I have a long association with this program, and I've really enjoyed watching it over the years. And I go back to the late 1970s with them. And it's so good to see how it's grown, how it's progressed. Obviously, Lisa, a former player, doing what she's doing as a head coach. It's a terrific program and something that people model their programs after. Cara Santos at the foul line for the Hornets. Dips and shoots, gets this one. So now she's hit 4 in a row. Hope I didn't jinx her. I know you Foxborough folks probably know that I'm from Mansfield, but I'm not rooting for anybody in this game except the home team. That one will go as well.
Well, we thank you for that.
13-point lead for Foxborough as we come inside the final 4 minutes of the game. Sullivan will bring it across. Sullivan stops at the top of the key, gives it off to Foley for 3, and she hits it. I love seeing her hit those threes. I want to see more of them. All right, Troilo brings it across for the Hornets. She's going to take the swooping move over to the right side, tries to get into Santos. Santos couldn't draw the foul originally, but she gets another one. And I think that one's going to be called on Drummond, I think.
It is.
It is on Drummond's. I won't forget the S at the end of that. Cara Santos will go to the foul line again. 3:30 remaining in this contest. And she is good. Let's see how this one happened. I know she bumped into Cam Collins, but that one wasn't called. But then, I don't know. All right. What did you see, Kate?
I mean, I saw Adriana Peraza do an excellent job coming over to help, and I wasn't impressed. Put it that way.
Another free throw by Santos, so it is now a 14-point game. Sullivan gives it off to Drummonds. Drummonds takes it back out to Sullivan. Sullivan straight on, as Sophia Foley guarding her. To Collins. Collins immediately covered. She gets out to Sullivan. Turnaround jumper 3, no good. Rebound, comes down with it. Cara Santos gives it off to Ella Palanza. Palanza has it. Palanza with Foley. Foley's the one who draws the best player sometimes. The drive by Foley is no good, and that's Sophia Foley. We'll have a foul on Palanza after the rebound. So that is Palanza's second. And fourth on, no, I'm sorry, that's the first. First on the Hornets. I'm still not figuring out where to put these things in my book sometimes. New rule, got to adapt. Collins gives it back to Sullivan. Sullivan, 2:35 left in the game here. Collins rather, takes the jumper, no good, off the rim, and here comes Palanza with the ball. Palanza takes the move on Foley, puts up the jumper, left-hander, no good, rebound underneath, and she's fouled. Sullivan is fouled, and that foul is on number 12. That is Cara Santos, but believe it or not, that's only her first foul in this game. Warriors have the ball, up by 14. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Perazo has it on the right elbow. Tries to make a move in, loses the ball. What do we have? Do we have a foul? We do have a foul.
And we are going to the line.
On Caitlin Troilo. And yes, that is the...
We're not going the line.
No, we're not going the line
I take that
yet.
back. I have the wrong side of my
I did
book.
the same thing too.
So sorry.
3 and 3 on the fouls. Collins, no, but she'll get fouled on the way in. And they're going to call that on Palanza, I believe. Nope, they're going to call it on number 3. That's Kelsey O'Connor. So that is now the 4th team foul against Mansfield. But Collins, in the act of shooting, will go to the line. 24 points for her so far tonight. Gets that first one. And if I'm not mistaken, she is very close to her career high. That is 25. She's tied it. And that is 26. She has a new career high tonight. And that previous one was from her sophomore year, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was a game against Canton. I think she had a family member pass away, and
You're absolutely right on that.
She just took it to the next level.
59-43. Warriors are up with 1:44 left. Palanza tries to go up, and that one will go out of bounds. It'll be Foxborough ball. So Cam Collins with a new career high tonight with 26 points so far. Always glad I get to see these things. Adriana Perazo has it now on the right-hand side. Get it back out top. Goes through a couple of Hornets, loses the ball to Sophia Foley. Foley goes to the basket, and she puts it up and in. This kid's got some talent too, and I think the Hornets are going to be in good shape in another year or two when some of these kids get a little older and more mature. As Foley commits the foul on Sullivan there with 1:17 left. That is Foley's first foul, and that will be the 4th against Mansfield, or is that the 5th? Yeah, they put 5th on the board, so they are shooting. Yes, it should be. That's where I should have had it, right there. Got to get used to where I have to put these check marks in the book now. Kaylee Sullivan will be at the foul line, and she's had a good night. That's 18 for her so far. And doesn't get number 19. Rebound by Cara Santos. Troilo gets the pass underneath to Sophia Foley, and she was open and got the basket. She has 11 points, and that is a career high for her. But her career is only 1 year old.
Good player.
1:03 left.
And is she wearing Abby Wage's jersey?
No, Abby was number 2.
Oh, that's right. I should know that.
Collins will bring it across. 57 seconds left. The Warriors in a comfortable lead now. Sullivan will take the 3 straight on and get it. Boy, those two kids are just so hard to stop.
Well, I think I predicted it at the half. I said when one is on, the other's off, the other one's on, the other one's off.
The lane attempt was missed.
Was that Palanza?
I believe it was, yes. And so Foxborough has the ball. Foley will take another one. Aaron doesn't make that one. And it comes down to Palanza inside the last 20 seconds here. Troilo will take it into 3 Warriors. Doesn't get the shot. Rebound is by Perazzo. 11 seconds left. The Warriors can kill it out here. Sullivan, she will go to the basket though and drop it in. And that has as they say, is mission accomplished for the Warriors. The final score, Foxborough 65, Mansfield 47. A good effort, a good challenge from the Hornets, but the pedigree comes through as it always does, Kate.
It does. Got to work on the cleaning up the defense. I mean, the fouls were so lopsided. I don't think the refs were calling a bad game. I think it was fair. I mean, maybe a few, but you know, when you're calling 2 games in a row, it's got to be difficult. Foxborough has got to clean that up going forward, and rebounding, while we have, you know, somebody that was, you know, an integral part of our rebounding, in addition to Izzy Chamberlain, you know, coming back from a sore / injured knee. People have to step up, and that even means like weak side rebounding from guards, you know, coming in when the shot's on the strong side. Otherwise, you know, it is a good win. I guarantee you Lisa's not completely pleased with the performance tonight, but, you know, getting, you know, one half Cam, you know, coming on fire, Kaylee, you know, kind of quiet, and then the flip-flop of that, you know, is super helpful. And then, you know, with a couple of the Warriors stepping up on the scoring sheet, you know, that's always helpful as well. So we're looking forward to the season, the rest of the season. And do we play Mansfield again? I feel like we have to.
Yes, you do.
We're going to go to their house.
And it will be on Mansfield Cable Access, and that will be live. And the date of that game is going to be on somewhere around here, February 2nd. And
okay,
yes,
yeah.
And yes, my friend Alex Salaki and I will be doing that game for Mansfield Cable Access. Just go to mansfieldcableaccess.com and you'll be able to watch it.
Okay.
Or if you want to show up, Kate, we always have a microphone for you. The leading scorers tonight for the Foxborough Warriors, Cam Collins, career high 26. Kaylee Sullivan puts in 23. The Hornets had 3 players in double figures tonight. Caitlin Troilo with 13, Kara Santos with 12, and Sophia Foley with 11. So some good scoring by both teams there. But as I said, the pedigree comes through.
Yep.
And that's what we have come to expect here from Foxborough basketball. Franklin coming up at their house, I believe it is, on Friday.
We're away on
Wednesday next week. That'll be a challenge. You know, they're not as good as they were last year, but nobody is usually. So they'll be the Warriors will have to be on their game. Just make sure that they, you know, take what they didn't like about this game and work on it in practice. And you know, then it's off to Florida.
Yes.
3 games starting with Blacksburg, South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm not panicking or anything about packing and getting my whole family there the day after Christmas. Not panicking at all. I'm totally fine. Totally fine. But it'll be great. I'll update you.
Oh,
and I know Lisa will too.
Well, she better, because she didn't send me the box score from the last one. That's because I was able to watch it on Foxboro Cable Access.
True.
By the way, folks, we will have a post-game show after this, and I think Coach Downs will grace us with her presence.
Yes.
In the meantime, Kate, it's been a pleasure working with you again.
Yes,
as always.
Thank you.
We are a winning team, I think.
Yeah, you know, I didn't want to mention it coming in today because, you know, the whole superstition thing, and I thought about it when I was out running the other day, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't even bring it up because it's just you know.
Well, that was a fun season last year,
and we had a blast.
You know, I got to do a lot of games towards the end of the year too, and being able to do the title game was great, and you and I both had a good time doing that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll work on a few more as time goes. I think they're rolling out the wrestling mat here for wrestling practice, but in the meantime, we will have a post-game interview with Coach Downs and some players.
I'm going to dip out, and thank you again.
All righty, Kate.
I'll see you next time.
All right, final score once again was Foxborough 65, Mansfield 47, and we'll be back with the post-game interview in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Foxborough High School Gymnasium, where the Foxborough girls basketball team tonight did a terrific job of dispatching the Mansfield Hornets 65-47. Hornets gave you a little bit of a battle. Coach Lisa Downs is here, and Cam Collins, who, Cam, congratulations. Career high 26 is what I had for you tonight.
Thank you.
Lisa, they did give you a little bit of a challenge tonight.
They did. They put a little bit of a, you know, they ignited us a little bit more than we did the first game. So our defense was definitely we were very aggressive, and I think some of the calls were maybe not my favorite. But
I noticed that.
Yeah, but they hustled. That's for sure. Mansfield they pushed the ball well. They have some great players on there. So we just needed to figure out how to get our feet underneath us, and I think by the third quarter we did.
Especially important, and Cam, I'll direct this to you. You guys came out and were attacking their inbounds passes at the start of the third quarter, and you created a lot of turnovers early, and you got some points off that. Kaylee Sullivan got a lot in the beginning of the third quarter, and that kind of changed the tempo, I think, because at that point Mansfield had battled back. I mean, you guys were still in a comfortable lead, but they kept coming back at you, and that time I think you kind of reasserted that this is our house. This isn't going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we know how to do, play that full court defensive press. But like when we weren't playing as well and the shots weren't making, we know we can depend on the defense. And I think that's where we could highlight our plays the most is on defense. Like Erin had a great game on defense. Ava had a great game on defense. So even when the calls weren't our way, we were able to hang our hat on the defense.
And, of course, you and Kaylee are almost impossible to stop. My scoring totals here, you can check. I'll probably rewatch the game at some point too. But I had you for 26 and Kaylee for 23. So a nice job for both of you on that. And you're both churning towards a certain level right now. You may have, for a while, you had gone ahead of of Kaylee. I think she kind of came back at the end. So it's not. You're still both so close together in your career totals that. And plenty more basketball to be played too. So that's not a concern for right now. The concern right now might be just getting the chemistry right again, because now again you're playing without Addie Reuter for a while. That's going to be the case, but you've got very capable people coming in here to take up the slack. So, and a couple of times I saw maybe a few shots early, like maybe a couple 4 shots early when you could have had a little bit more clock to work on it. But these are all things that work themselves out. You can both tell me how you feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried right now. It's the second game of the season. I think as we continue to work together and get going in practice, I think it'll work itself out. But I'm proud of us, and, a win is a win. So.
Yeah.
Well, you should be proud of it. This was you got a challenge tonight from a team that's going to be very good over the next couple of years.
Right.
A lot of very young players over there, and they certainly showed flashes tonight, but they've got to go shoot their foul shots. But let's see some of what we saw here tonight, because there's some fun stuff, and that's what you do best.
Wrong hand anyway, but
it still works no matter what. That's no matter what. I do love that pull-up shot of yours. That's still one of your bread and butter shots, and I'm so happy to see that working for you.
You just don't see that in girls basketball too often.
Yep. People want to rush it to the basket sometimes, but Cam takes the right shot.
Yep.
And you seem to know what the right shot is for the moment, especially when they're going to leave you alone on that one and say, oh, yeah, I'll take that one, sure.
Yeah.
Lisa, next game up is Franklin at their house. They should be another challenge for you. And then it's off to Florida. But one thing at a time, I would say that, your concern are the Franklin Panthers right now. What do you think about that? Quickly.
I mean, they're always, I feel like they just rebuild their program every single year. Coach Layton does a nice job with them. But, I mean, the team chemistry that we have off the court is phenomenal. So I have some great captains who have really taken the younger players underneath their wings. And so now it's just a matter of just working. I have to figure out what my rotations are and what works best until Addie gets back at least. And then but I think it's a work in progress, but it's a job that I'm very happy to have. And
you do have some nice people to play in that rotation.
Right.
I mean, Perazzo's stepping her game up already. Ava Hill worked hard tonight. Certainly you get from Kylie Sampson, and Drummond's.
Yep.
She's quite a little talent, isn't she?
Yeah. Yep.
So you got people out there, plenty of people who can do the job.
Yeah.
So, Cam, you got any thoughts about what you're going to do in Florida?
Ride some roller coasters with Coach Downs and play some basketball maybe. I don't know.
Play the basketball first. Worry about the roller coasters a little. Don't do it before a game. Okay? Don't do it before a game because they'd be a little bit all messed up before you get out in the court. So another great game for the Warriors here. So happy to be here with you. Unfortunately, I'm not scheduled to see you guys again until February on your senior night. But as I told Lisa, if we get some snowfall around here and maybe a game gets moved, I'll be banging on the door to come on in. But so great to see you guys again. I'll be watching everything on Foxboro Cable Access as we go forward. The final score once again tonight, Foxborough 65, Mansfield 47. Coach Downs, Cam Collins, great to have you here in the post game. Thanks for watching, everyone, and they'll be back. I won't be for a while, but I'll be watching too.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks, FCA. All right.
Is it up the court?